Hey, yesterday was day 120 of my AT through hike. Let me recap for you. So I'm up at the Notch Hostel, which is in Woodstock/Lincoln area. You get there from the crossing after Moosalok, after you come down there. I booked 3 nights here, one of which was one to do a slackpack over the Kinsmans, which was yesterday, and then today is a 0 day for me. But anyway, just to get back to yesterday, a slackpack, for those that don't know, is when you don't need to carry your full backpack because you're only out there for essentially a day hike. So you only need snacks. You still bring your water filter. You bring some warm gear in case it gets real cold up on the summits, which it was yesterday. Just the basics. But so your pack weighs like 3 pounds versus like 13 plus, Ignore my hair. At least it's clean, but, it's a friggin' mess. So yesterday we got dropped at the Kinsman Notch parking lot around 7:15 in the morning and, headed up the Kinsmans. And first you got to go over Mount Wolf, which is like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Like that was like a rough way to start. I feel like I exerted a ton of energy on Mount Wolf before I even got to the Kinsmans. So once you drop down to like the Eliza Brook shelter area, you start the climb up South Kinsman. And this is some of the toughest trail I have ever done. And I've hiked all the 4,000 footers in the New Hampshire White Mountains. And this section of trail is friggin' hard. Like you walk up on it and you laugh out loud because you're like, are they fucking serious? I got to climb up this shit. A lot of bouldering, a lot of using your hands. I was so thankful that it was dry because it would have been like nearly impossible to climb up some of these rock faces if it was wet. And you finally get up to South Kinsman. You got to dip down a little bit to get back up to North Kinsman. And then the descent on the AT is down the Jimmy Fishing Trail down to Lonesome Lake Hut. And that trail is on the Terrifying 25 list, I think, for good reason, because it's super steep. And you have some of those like wood blocks that are bolted into rocks and stuff, so you can like get a little bit of footing. But again, if any of that was wet yesterday, it would have been so much harder. So really think about when you're passing through here. Good days, bad days. You want good weather to do this Kinsman section, and I highly recommend the Slack Pack. The Notch Hostel actually offers that as a free deal if you book 2 nights with them. They give you the shuttle and they'll pick you up later. Happy trails.